shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Right back to the well. Across the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off-play action on first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He's open on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Might be calling a hot route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Easy. Play like you mean it. Cut it.
Calls his own number. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Here comes the 7th play of the drive on 3rd and 8.
29 Philly. Ready.
They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Rebels. Looking for the tie with the extra point. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by... You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Defense playing a bail technique. Smith wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times, that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Ducks decide to punt it away.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Going right and going deep. He's got it inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that,
looking for the end zone. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Ole Miss! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Dropping to pass. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the double. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Snap to the back. He's not going to make it. stop him in his tracks. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Smith wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cox. Hard run. Just dismissing tackles. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Smith dropping to pass. Bringing the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Oregon! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Reed. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the left side. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Direct snap. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
42, Spike.
Makes the catch. It's ordered. Turning it on. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Razor.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
Got his man quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Extending the play. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it! The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Smith dropping to pass. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. Got some room, headed to the goal line. but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for room, it's Cox. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pull. Running through that gap. You're a defensive lineman, and that guard pulls in front of you. I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Quarterback adapted. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Odom. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Across the 25, he's got room. Shot they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Making side adjustments here. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Fires into the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He makes a grab. Touchdown, all this. They move on top here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown pass. Oh, they block it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. The 50, the 40, the 20, the 10. He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws and small windows under duress if you're going to...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And how about that play by the free safety? You sort of got the feeling somebody's band was going to be playing after that one. Big gamble by the defense.
Yeah, hey, great job timing it up, catching them off guard, bringing the blitz. It is. You say that because I get it. It's high risk, high reward. That time, high reward, getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He'll try to do it himself. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quick handoff. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quick strike complete. And that one did not work.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That gives him now a 7-point lead here in the final period. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Safe completion on the screen. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Smith wants to throw. On the run, still looking. On the run, deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Oh, he's got a chance. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard. To get them way out of their own end.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense putting points on the board.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Cox. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And wings it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Perry. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Looking to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Complete disaster there. He loses 10. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback came into this game lighting it up. We knew in the preseason this guy had talent, but against an opponent like this, David, it's impressive to see his performance.
Well, it's one thing to have talent, but to get all the talent with the new pieces every single year to work together, this passing attack looks like they're going to be formidable. And now you already got that one top 25 win for the resume to keep building throughout this season.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.